It's 6 o'clock in the morning, or just after 6 o'clock. The sun is coming up over here behind me to my left, and I'm at turn 18 on the Bangsaen Street Circuit. You can't miss this turn. The S2 hotel behind with the barriers around it that runs up to turn 17, which is a real sharp kink here. This turn is notorious for crashes all the time, and behind the camera there's all the Tech Pro barriers, and then we just got pit in here. This is a real crash hotspot of the circuit. Cars come down this super fast long beach straight, really right up from the Cape. It's pretty much almost flat. They come down here, they overcook the brakes, they misjudge the turn and whack there into the barriers. So I'm not going to be standing in here in another hour's time when this circuit goes live. But the reason I'm here this morning is to see this. This is JDM meets Nascar. Now, I've seen everything over the years at Bangsaen Street Circuit. I've been coming here for about 10 or 12 years, and this track has seen just anything you could imagine. Sports cars, GT3 cars, single seaters, classic cars, everything's been down here. Even a Porsche hybrid World Endurance Championship replica. So I've seen everything, but I've never seen anything like this at all before. This is just NASCAR style meets JDM. It's NASCAR based on a Cefiro, and it looks fantastic. And I saw it a few weeks ago, and I gotta see more of this. I've got to shoot some photos, make some video about this car, because this project looks fantastic. So I'm here with the owner, Kun Bob, who's just finished building this car a few weeks ago after a couple of years in progress, and I've seen progress pictures, and it was a lot of work went in. And at the back there we've got Kun S. He's the organizer of the A31 Cefiro, the A31 Chumbury Rayon Club. I always spit my words up around that. If you watch my videos, you'll have seen loads of videos with him in. Anyway, what I want to do this morning is, we haven't got an oval, we can't go NASCAR racing, but I want to take it around the track here, because the track will close in another half an hour or so, because we're here on Thursday morning. The racing will start soon after 8 o'clock. So there's no ovals in Thailand. We're going to look for a big roundabout if we can and try and do some oval, but right now I just thought the nearest thing we can do is let's get this out on the track. Let's have a look at it driving around. Then we'll talk to Bob, ask him to explain a little bit, tell us what's going on with this car, what he did to it. It's just gone 8 o'clock, the track is shut, the racing's about to start. We've done the first time ever for an A31 NASCAR style on the Bangsaen Street Circuit. We're done, dusted, they're starting the racing, time for scene 2, gone to a coffee shop. Nothing better than 8 o'clock in the morning, hit a coffee shop, fuel up after a really early start. So I've got my hot cappuccino and it tastes pretty good. I recommend this coffee shop for sure. What I want to do now is I want to ask Bob to talk about this car, give us some details, because as we're out on the track, as we're shooting this car, it's just amazing what he's done, the build. If we look here, the fitment, this is racing style. These Hoosier racing tyres, which are slick as well. It's running on slick tyres all round. I can't even get my finger in here, my little finger. The fitment is so bang on. He's driving around in this. The suspension must be so stiff on this car. It must be insane to drive it over the bumps and the rough roads around Bangsaen. Fitment is really tight. These racing wheels, this thing is bang on. It's like nothing else you've ever seen. So I'm going to ask Bob to talk about this now.
สวัสดีครับผมชื่อบ๊อบครับผมอยู่ที่ชลบุรีนะครับเป็นเจ้าของรถคันนี้ครับ Nissan Cefiro A31 ผมเป็นเจ้าของได้มาประมาณ14-15 ปีแล้วครับ2 ปีที่ผ่านมาผมได้ทำโปรเจกต์ Nascar ครับเหตุผลที่ผมชอบ Nascar นะครับเพราะว่าตัวรถเป็นรถที่ทรงพลังครับผมแล้วก็เครื่องยนต์กำลังสูงส่วนแรงบันดาลใจที่ทำของคันนี้นะครับที่มีแรงบันดาลใจมาจากมารชมพูของพี่เก่งระยองครับผมครับผมตัวบอดี้เป็นดีไซน์ขึ้นมาเองครับผมออกแบบเองแล้วก็ตัววิงหลังก็ดีไซน์เองครับผมกระจกเป็นของญี่ปุ่นครับตัวล้อกับเป็นญี่ปุ่นตัวยางของเป็นยางของคูซิเออร์ครับผมช่วงล่างด้านหน้านะครับจะเป็นของซินเวีย S14 แล้วก็ช่วงล่างด้านหลังนะครับแพรหลังจะเป็นของนิสสันสกายไลน์ยกชุดครับผมในส่วนของเครื่องยนต์ก็จะเป็นเครื่องยนต์1JZ Turbo ครับผม 2,500 100cc แล้วก็ตัวเทอร์โบก็จะเป็นตัวเทอร์โบของ Homage HX40G ครับผมแรงม้าที่มีอยู่ก็จะประมาณ350แรงม้าครับผมแล้วก็ระบบส่งกำลังชุดเกียร์ก็จะเป็นเกียร์ของ JZ เกียร์ลูกใหญ่ครับผมตัวภายในนะครับก็จะเป็นสไตล์เรซซิ่งครับผมคอนโซลก็เป็นคอนโซลของ A31 หน้าปัดก็เป็นของ A31 แล้วก็จะมีเกจวัดค่านะครับของสตาร์ทตัวพวงมาลัยจะเป็นของโมโมเบาะเป็นของแบ็กเก็ตซีทแล้วก็เสริมด้วยโลบาร์ครับผม
We're done. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this car out on the Bangsaen Street Circuit and seeing around this car, finding out what it's all about. So I want to thank Bob, I want to thank his girlfriend Kunjiav as well for getting up early this morning because we had to do this really early because the track was shutting at 8. So thank you very much for coming out super early to do this. I want to also thank Kun Bank because this coffee shop, it's pretty cool, it's real on the beachfront style. Really cool coffee shop. Coffee's great, so I definitely recommend this right on the beachfront in Bangsaen. And Kunes as well, of course, because he's kind of like my fixer. He's always involved in my videos. I want to thank him as well. So thank you very much, everyone. Kolpen Cab.